Daryl, thank you very much for joining us. Looking back on yesterday's fantastic comeback away to Wrexham, I mean, what was your thoughts on the performance overall?
As you said, it was a great comeback. The character, the togetherness of the team, not to give in, which you've seen recently a lot lately. It was good, very good. I thought the goals we conceded again were poor. We've highlighted a number of times on here now that you can't give a head start. It becomes very difficult to win games of football when you do that.
I mean, showing desire and character from the team to keep going after conceding those two goals and to keep going right till the end, as we've seen on sort of a couple of occasions this season.
Yeah, I think we have got that in us to do that. But I think sometimes it takes us to go goal behind to kickstart us, and we have to now become a side that wants to compete at the top end of the table. You've got to play for 95 minutes, not for 50 or 60. You've got to play for the whole game.
I'd say that was going to be my next point, sort of looking at the two goals that we conceded, two goals from crosses that either fullback got on the end of. Is that a disappointment, obviously, going two goals behind and then having to fight back?
Got to be better in our box, to be honest. It's simple as that. No matter what formation we play, 3 at the back, 5 at the back, 4 at the back, we've got to be more ruthless in our own box. And the game of football is about the boxes. It's about how good you are in the opposition box and how good you are in your box. And we've got to be far better consistently in our box than we are at the minute.
Matty Robinson, I mean, he doesn't score many. I think it's his second goal in 141 games for the club, but a good time to come up with one.
Oh, he should have scored in the first half as well. He had a great chance in the first half, Robert. But it's a good finish. We've asked him to get into the box yesterday. He's got good legs, Robbo, good energy. And what he brings to the team, Robbo, is that he cares. I think he genuinely cares as well. He works hard, he brings energy. He's a good character, and I'm delighted for him yesterday.
And goals from midfield was sort of the theme, as Miles Weston sort of doing what he does best, getting down the line on the left-hand side, whipping in a great cross, and Dean Rant sort of doing perhaps not what he usually does and getting into the box, but managed to get there and get a great header.
With Dino normally scores big goals. When he scores a goal, it's normally sometimes out of desperation that he runs into the box late. I think if you look at his goal against Aldershot, was a late when we're losing. He gets in there. He normally nicks 4 or 5 goals a year, and normally are important goals. And he was captain yesterday, and I thought again his performance yesterday was superb. He led by example. Another player like Robbo wears his heart in his sleeve. The kind of players really that we want to take us forward. Players that care, who work hard, how passionate as are for the club, and I never say by attitude. I think both of them were key to our performance yesterday.
And looking back before the game, you made 5 changes from last Saturday's draw against Chesterfield. What was the thinking behind that, if you can give us some insight?
Injuries. Some players haven't trained this week. They've trained one day. We've had last week, in particular, I'm sure you might be saying Miles Weston's had COVID pretty bad. I think last Saturday, if you'd seen him at half time, he was really, really struggling. Probably to the back end of this week, it's the first time that he's running stats, his recovery stats are getting to where they normally are. And again, he wasn't able to give us a full game yesterday, so we thought we'd have him for 45 minutes. Just putting some fresh energy and fresh legs into the team, and the fact that we've got another game Tuesday night, which will be a high energy game away to Notts County. Another game at home Saturday against Hartlepool, which will be another high energy game because of how they play. I think we've got to have players now that are ready to step into the team and play well. I think we have got that. We've got people competing, and in the big games this season, I think we have shown up and put some good performance. And I trust the squad, and I want to give people opportunity to show what they can do.
Looking ahead to that game against Notts County, is there any injury news that you can perhaps give us that doesn't give too much away, obviously, to them, but that might be able to inform us a little bit?
We've got no new injuries, touch wood, from yesterday, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully nobody gets injured in a snowball fight or anything like that. Obviously we're training tomorrow. Coming back from injuries, Joey Jones is getting closer and closer. He's joined in some training. Adrian Clifton's getting closer and closer, but they're still, again, recovering from injuries / COVID as well. We've got a couple. Angelo won't be fit yet, but everybody else should be okay.
And you touched on the conditions. Obviously, at the moment, I think it's snowing pretty much everywhere down in the southeast, but not perhaps up in Notts County as well. It could be a little bit troublesome. Hopefully, it all pulls through up there. But what are your thoughts ahead of that game?
No, yeah, we hope it goes ahead. Obviously, we moved the game to 6 o'clock. We actually requested Notts County to move it to 7 last week, but they didn't want to do that. But now the weather's not so good. I think it suits them to play at 6, which is no problem for us. So we're going to play at 6 to give it the best chance of the game being on. Listen, they're one of the top sides in the division. They've got an unbelievable squad. It's always a tough game against Notts County, but I think to be fair to us, in the 2 league games we've had against them since I've been here, we've beat them at home and drew them at home. We've had good games against them, and we look forward to having another one Tuesday night.